So I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep. I thought I'd try it with a microphone. I didn't sleep well, so because I've been bothered. Like this one is a ramble about how I talk now, like pre and post, school fracture, TBI, and also a hearing. Okay, like my disturbed sleep is because of my fucking acute hearing, and this shit I watched before I fell asleep about hearing. I thought if I used the microphone, maybe I would sound better. Because when I watched, I re-uploaded the. I'm like, I don't know if it's just me and the parent, just like being insecure, not parent, just insecure, or like I can't hear over the freaking fan when I watched it, or I know my speech is messed up since the head trauma. I know I have, the missing teeth, and then the slurred, delayed speech, and I was also diagnosed post head trauma with cognitive communication disorder. One second. Yeah, uh, cognitive communication disorder. So I'm self-conscious. Like not only did I have to relearn like how to eat, pretty much with a fork and stuff, and like I developed a stutter, a slur, delayed speech that intensifies when I'm not feeling good, under physical stress, emotional, mental, um, even overexcitement, you know, and I already had enough issues verbally communicating things before, like the big bang on my skull. Um, when my skull cracked, or like how see look tripping over my words. Like when I got my head bashed in and all this in October. Um, like, 'cause I think in images, alright, and I don't know if that's normal. I thought that was normal. I had a therapist tell me that wasn't normal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. My whole life, it's a constant movie in my head. I am aware there's a narrative to like a majority of people have a narrative, but from what I understand, people have a loud one, I guess. And he said that the imagery is not as common, but I don't know. For me, the narrative is quieter than the movie. So, pre-head trauma. That's it. That's how I want to word it. Pre-head trauma. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was constantly. I struggled already with verbal communication because I was trying to express this imagery in my head, this movie playing. Imagine trying to explain an image rather than repeating a narrative. You know. Um, and I'm just gonna lay this down. I'm worried because when I do use mics and I watch my videos, I could hear the mic, and this is the hearing part. I could hear the mic wiping on stuff, and I'm all shaky, and I don't want to hold it though. Okay, is this better? I want to hide. Oh, I feel like crap. Um, and I want to hide it. I don't want you to see. But anyway, so yeah, so it was hard enough, and the whole ADD thing. But it's a total different story when I would write. And I'm not flexing or anything. When I say I had honors in literature, I did excellent in that. I have some things published. I legit enjoyed writing, and um, I was passionate about it, and it wasn't fiction. I liked writing poetry based on life, personal experiences, but also other people's experiences. I actually had a book that I got like deep into about called "Strangers in a Bus," about other people's life stories, because it's, for some reason people, and it still happens, like so many times would sit next to me. I met them on the bus or at the bus stop and tell me their life story, and I would anonymously back then. I haven't caught up on that book in years, but you know, I'd write their story, and it was going to be all compiled into a big book called Strangers in the Bus, because I would find their stories beautiful, and I would write about stuff like that. But I also love to write research projects and ideas, and you know, stuff about physics, and I always hate it. Like I said in the first video I posted in this playlist, like, I think I said, I hated when they would give me my own topics, let me choose my own topics to write about in college, because I could go on into a freaking book. And, you know, I struggle to simplify things too, because I am a writer at heart, and I also am pretty sure I'm neurodivergent. Well, I mean, I've been diagnosed with ADD. Well, back then it was called ADD. I'm ADD without ADHD without the hyper part. They changed it to like inattentive ADHD or whatever. But so yeah, in person though, aside from these YouTube videos, long ass YouTube videos, I'm just not like, I don't know. I'm especially since the head trauma, and especially since I can't say especially right. Like, in person, I'm more self-conscious, and but that's why I think it's so cool about how I've written like that one thing recently, and I've also written another thing recently, and because I haven't really written it in a while, and you know, YouTube kind of became my outlet instead of writing. Writing's been harder since the head trauma. Reading's been harder, so this will do for now. But I feel good that, you know, through SLP or speech therapy, I'm trying to develop the cognitive skills again to read and write, be able to express myself in such a way that I used to, and I used to enjoy. I enjoy this too, but I used to love being able to put the imagery, the vivid imagery, the movie in my head onto paper, and it wasn't like a drawing, but like take that, like, you know, picture and put it into words, like on a piece of paper. It's really hard. It's harder to do it verbally. It comes out chaos and just sounding weird and awkward, and that's just pre-head trauma. All right, post-head trauma it's worse, because if I get excited, or if I don't feel good, or if I'm stressed out, or just like, you know, I'll just, you know, I'll stutter, and then, or I'll get just like, my brain will want to shut down when I get overwhelmed, you know, like trying to communicate the movie, or there's too much going on at once, and my speech will delay, and then like the missing teeth thing like will make me slur. Um, and it's just like, or maybe I'm just self-conscious, and since that diagnosis too, and the fact that maybe I need a better microphone,